everyone. Thanks again for joining. We had a little bit of technical difficulties yesterday, but we're back. My name's David. I'm a contributor here at MetricsDAO and Marcom. I'm an economist at Consensus, and I have a background in data science. So I'm super interested in Footprint and all of the analytical work that they do. And we have Zoni, who is the research lead at Footprint, and Alex, who's the community lead. So I'll give you two a chance to do quick intros, and then tell us a bit about Footprint, and we can dive into the demo.
Yeah, absolutely. I guess I'll get started. So, of course, thanks for the introduction. My name's Alex. I'm the community manager here at Footprint. So, in case you didn't know, we got the wealth of data. We got about 520 DeFi protocols, over 100,000 tokens, and of course, we've done over 1 billion transactions, which is really sweet. Now, and we recently released our NFT data. Now, what's really cool for you guys as analysts is we have all came by and we've actually eliminated the need for SQL queries when it comes to making analytics with Footprint from our organized data structure, as well as we give you the option to do SQL and write your your metrics with Python as well, which is quite great. And of course, if you guys haven't checked out our website, go give it a look. We recently revamped the whole thing, so it looks quite nice. I'm really excited to share that with you guys as well. And yeah, that's pretty much about a little bit about Footprint. And yeah, Zoni, you want to introduce yourself?
Hey, hi everyone from MetricsDAO. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'm Zoni. I'm the research lead from Footprint Analytics. And today, thank you Alex to give us a simple intro to Footprint. And for today's workshop, I will show everybody how to visualize cross-chain DOV data on Footprint. And actually, DOV means Decentralized Options Vault. So I will begin the sharing, shall we? Okay.
Go for it.
Okay. Yeah. So before we talk about the data, so what's DOV and how does it work? DOV stands for Defined Options Vault. Users deposit their assets into this vault, which are managed by the protocol with automatic options strategies, which means the users don't have to worry about which strategy they will use, and because this vault will do the automatic strategy for them. So in each epoch, the deposit asset will be minted into an options contract. The amount received by selling the contract is called an options premium. So if you are interested in more concept of the options, you can find the information here in the link. Because today I will focus more on the vault's performance regarding the premium as one of the key indicators. Okay, so on most options protocols like Theanax, for instance, it shows only the current epoch status, but not provides the historical performance. For analysts like me, one place to trace the vault's performance and for me to able to do the comparison cross-chain or cross-vault is very important. So that's why we have this options vault data on Footprint on the options transaction dataset. This dataset is decoded from cross-chain raw data and structured systematically into one dataset that abstracts the options vault concept. It provides the transaction details when the options contract is sold of every vault on epoch basis. It contains the key indicators such as the deposit value of each epoch and the premium when the contract is sold and the struck and spot price record in the contract, as well as the buyers and sellers address, and also the on-chain transaction hash. Currently, this dataset covers 21 vaults on Theanax, and more vaults will be added on soon. So where can we find this data? Let me show you on Footprint's website. When you have the Footprint account, you can see the create button here on the right top corner, and then when you click the chart, you can see the options transaction is under the defined domain. The option transaction is right here. If you want to know more about each field explanation, you can check the data dictionary about this date table right here. So it tells everything about what does this field means and how we how the field type what's field type of these fields. Okay, so how to use this data? Actually, I have prepared 2 examples for you. The first one is I've made a dashboard showing the options Vault overview. This dashboard tries to answer the questions like on Ethereum. Yep, this is the dashboard. Try to answer on Ethereum, what's the proportion of premium by underlying assets or chains? The second one is which vault outperforms the most? The third one, can I do the comparison using the filter right on the dashboard? Okay, so let's see the dashboard right here. We can see on the Ethereum protocol, Web Ether now has the most, like 40% of the premium, and Ether occupy half of that, the premium. If we see from the APY indicator, we can see every vault of every epoch, the trend or historical performance of the vault. Or if you want to see not only the APY, you want to see the deposit or premium, you can also see from this chart. They all put in one chart. So I also do the ranking chart, listing the over 21 vaults. You can see on which chain or the contract address of these vaults also. But the deposit here is not is the total deposit over all the, for example, the web AVAX put vaults. Altogether 18 epochs. Together has more than $15 million and has get $320,000. So the average of each epoch is like 57% APY. So you can do the ranking by either if you want to see the deposit, just click the button here. Okay, the Web Ether ranks the highest. But if we shift another anchor, we want to see the APY. The Web AVAX put called the vault ranks the highest. Okay, so this is the first aspect to see the overview of Ethereum's options vault. So what can I do with the filtering? What if I want to see only the Web Ether as the underlying asset? I can put the Web Ether right here. Okay, so then you can see, okay, 100%. Oh, yes, 100% of here is all. Sorry, 100% of the Web Ether is the Ethereum. It has the core and put the vault, 2 vaults. So if you want to compare not only Web Ether, you want to compare Web BTC, you can add 1 more right here. So you can see, okay, 77% of the premium compared to Web BTC. Yeah, like 3 times, I guess. And you can see the comparison of this underlying asset, the APY, the deposit, and premium. Okay. What if you want to check only the Ethereum chain? Just click the button, the filter here. You can see on the Ethereum chain, 4 underlying asset is supported, and the APY of each vault is showing is right here. So this is the first dashboard showing the overview. And the second case I made is, let's clean all the filters. From the ranking, I can see I'm very interested in the ranking the most from the deposit metrics. The Web Ether core ranks the top. So I want, and if we rank it by the APY, we can see the Web AVAX put core vault ranks the top. I want to do the comparison between these 2. What can I do? actually I do another dashboard for each vault of the historical performance. I do some linkage and jump to another dashboard of this vault performance. So this dashboard shows what's the key metrics of this vault. The web ether core, and it's on Ethereum. This is the contract vault. The contract address of this vault is a weekly vault, and together now it has 35 epochs for the time being. Together, it shows like 269 million US dollar as the deposit. So this is the trend from the APY, deposit, and premium. And at the bottom, I shows the historical performance of each epoch of this vault. Okay, so the second thing is I'm curious about the web ether. Also, I'm curious about the web AWAX just now. The put vault, I can put them together and show that on this dashboard to do the comparison. So you can see, even though the web ether has earned more premium, the top premium of the 21 vaults, but from the aspect of APY, the web AWAX put call, the put vaults outperform these vaults. So this is how I use the data to show from the overview and from each vault's performance. Okay, so everyone must be very curious how to make this chart. Is it difficult? Do I need to write any codes? Actually, you have 4 ways to do that. The first one is the first one, and the most simplest one is just to duplicate. Yeah. So for example, from the dashboard I showed just now, let me go back to the overview dashboard. For example, you want to make a dashboard, or you want to make a chart like this APY chain or the deposit chain. Let's make this example. You can click the preview button here, and then you will enter this chart details. You can click the advance here to see the logic of this chart. So what can we understand this logic? The data shows the charts comes from the data options transaction, right? And what did I do? I summarize the deposit token value, which means the total deposit in US dollar, yeah, and then group by the day, because I want to show it on daily basis, and I want to show the vault altogether, different vault, different lines. So this is the logic. It's very simple. But what if you don't want to? You want to change the logic. You want not only see the sum of the deposit. If you want to change into, you want the premium one, you just click the button here to change a different field. So when you click the visualize, you can see your field change from the deposit value into the premium value. Okay, so after you do the modify, you just save as, because you change it as to the premium. So you change the chart name, yeah, of the vault. So this is the demo one. Okay, so this is the chart. Voila, just duplicate and do your modify. But what if you don't want to, you don't want to do any of these modification? You just click here, duplicate. That's it. Yeah, this is the demo too. So you can duplicate with some modification, or you don't need any modification, just duplicate, and it belongs to under your account. Okay, this one is simple, just duplicate. The second way is to pull and jack. As I mentioned, this is different from just from the charts already built by the community. You can build from the data itself. So how can we do it? From the website here, from our homepage, you can click the create button. Same here. Yep. As I mentioned just now, you can find the data from under the defined domain right here. So you create a chart from the beginning. So from here, then you click the advanced button here to come into the interface, the logic. So same here. The data is right here. If you want to do some filter, like you want to show the vault here, the wax. What if this two? Okay, you just want to show these two to do some comparison, and you want to show let me see same here, deposit value, because different deposit amount will be shown in tokens. So we use the value, which means the US dollar. We make it in 1 unit to make it compare easily. Yeah, and then maybe I don't want to. I want to still make the daily basis by the vault name right here. Then voila, you just use the pull and drag on footprint, and then you finish the chart. Maybe at the beginning you see it as a table, but you can select the visualize chart you want. Normally, I would like to use the line chart to do the comparison like that. What if, so actually here, we didn't use any coding, but as you can see, if we want to write it in SQL, this is the coding, yeah. So we didn't write any codes, single line of code, and finish this query, and then footprint translate this query into the to the data set, and then put it into the chart. Okay. What if? But here maybe you have the questions like maybe we cannot see the APY. Why? Because the table, the data set here is the transaction data, and the APY is the calculated indicator, which needs to calculate it from the transaction data itself. So what if you want to create your own data set with something, some new metrics? What do you do? What can you do? Okay, so right here we have the custom column here. Let me click here. Yeah, click the custom column here. Yeah, and then you will find maybe we need to do the 10 yield. What does that mean? That means the options premium value over the deposit value, which means how much I sold this contract divided on how much I deposit of this vault. They are all in the USD units. So this is the 10 yield. Okay. And another one, so how can I do the APY yield? Okay, APY. Because when you look into the data, you will find we have the tenor here. That means how long is it, weekly or bi-weekly? So we need to make it on a daily basis to calculate the tenor yield into a daily basis, and then multiple by 365 to make it an annualized APY. Okay, so here, what we can do is we use the tenor yield right here, right? But we have to divide it if, yes, we use the case. If the tenor equals to weekly, yeah, then we use 7 divided by 7. If the tenor is bi-weekly, right? And then we divide it by 14. Simple. Okay. So this is how we calculated a daily yield. But if we translate it to APY, we have to multiple 365. This is the most, this is the simplest way to do the APY. Okay, now that's done. So this is the, when we create these two column, we can preview here. This two column is right here. Finish the calculation. Okay, so we can save this this new data set options. But this is the, I guess it's, let me call it vault data set. Okay. So that's you, after you creating this data set, you can build the charts with this data set using these two columns you created. And this one, so after, again, if you want to create charts using the new data set, just click the new chart here. And this data set is showed on here, my data set. Remember here, options vault data set is what we created just now. Okay, so now you can use this one. You can use the APY. This is what we do. We created just now, the matrix. All right. Same here, day, and then use the vault as the comparison. Cool. So just because this is a table, we have to transfer into a vault. This one. So oh, all right. And the third part, yes, when you click the create button, you can see the SQL query. And this one is for some really complicated query. Because when we click here, you can see the same panel here to select the data set. But if something very simple, like you can drag and drag, you don't need to write the SQL. But I will show you some example from our community. Here. This users, he created a very complicated query which cannot just simple pull and drag on Propane service, but you can still do some write some query codes here. Yeah, so either for the analytics without any coding experience, or for the analysts with really advanced coding, they can all use Footprint as their tool to do the analyst, to do the analyze. Okay, so this is the third way. Okay, and the last one is just upload your data, because as I mentioned, because we provided transaction data, and some of the users may want to do some advanced calculation, like using the Python to do the IV, to do the delta, or the other indicators. So they can download the data set here. When you finish, actually, when you finish this this chart, you can see the download button here. You can download all the results and do your own calculations offline. Or if you have some off-chain data related to the dashboard or the analysis you want to do, you can upload from the button here. Use our right here. Use our upload function right here. Yeah. And you just need to upload the CSV here, and then modify the name and field, and then it will show up in my data set. Here is the list I uploaded on my own. Yeah, you can try later after the workshop. Yeah, because some of our analysts, they not only use the on-chain data, they also use the such as the stock index, yeah, to chase how the global economic goes. So they combine all the information all together in one dashboard to see what was what's going on the whole on overview, from the overview. Okay. So yeah, that one I would we just finished how to create a chart right here. Yeah. So so you can the next thing is how to put all that, how to put all these charts all together in one dashboard, right? Because we just finished create the charts. So still here, when you click the create button, you can see the new dashboard. Yeah, what you need to do, just add the new charts. And you can see here, you can add the charts. Either the charts made it on your own or from the community. So how can we do it? For example, just now we make some demo, right? We made a premium chain demo one. Just click the add button. No problem. And the second one is the APY demo. Yeah. Okay. And what if we want to use the community chat? So how can I find the chart I want to know? For example, if I go to here, we can click the title of this chart and we can see the link of this chart. We can copy the link, then come back to here. We can search the chart by pasting the link. You can find the chart here. Okay. So when you click the save, you will pop up shows how you have to rename your dashboard. So demo, dashboard, demo. Okay. Oh, sorry here. So how to make them into one dashboard? You just need to add charts of your own or of the dash of the community. Okay, take some time. All right. So what's next? The next thing is to do some simple arrangements. Maybe it takes some while, but let me close some tabs first. Sorry. Okay. Oh, doesn't save. Doesn't matter. Let me take the dashboard for my own, for example. Yeah. So okay, I have to change to. Sorry, I will use my own one.
چه علاقه نداره برای یاد بگیره.
Yes. So yeah, after you finish the charts, you put them all together. You can do some simple arrangement. Like I said here, you can resize when you click the edit button. You can resize. You can select the position, the size of the chart. Someone may think it's too large, so you can make it smaller and put them all together. Here, yeah, and yeah. And then maybe you want to add some text like what I did here to give the title of the dashboard. And this text box here is supported by the Markdown syntax, such as explanation. Yeah, it will just show up here. Okay.
Hey, Zoni, I have a quick question for you. Is it possible for us to zoom in a little bit?
Zoom in, you mean bigger?
On your dashboard? Yes, please.
Uh-huh.
Great.
Is it better now?
Some people are having a little bit of difficulties seeing it.
So now it's better? Okay. And yeah, you can add, like, you want to change the chart like here you can click the visualization option. Yeah, you can change the title. Yeah, bad spelling, sorry. Here. And then you can give some description of this chart. Just some explanation. Yeah. So this will show up and you can organize here to do some simple arrangement of the chart. You don't need to go into this the chart itself. You can do the modification on the dashboard. You can see the right here is a mark there, and we show the description what you written just now. All right, and the last thing is how to add the global filter just now. Like me, I can do the cross chain, cross wow. So here it is. You can click the filter right here. You can see you can filter the time. If your data has some location, you can select the location filter. But for me, most of the cases, I use the category part. I will tell the dashboard I want to filter the vault name. And yeah, after you finish the label, you have to tell the dashboard which column you want to filter. Right here, I want to use because I want to filter by the vault. Yeah, or same here. Oh, actually, I want to use the contract of the vault, contract address. Okay. Yeah, and then when here I just choose the contract address for each right here, and then after you do the selection of these charts you want to filter all together, you will show here the list. Okay, doesn't matter. I have to remove these. Okay, and yeah, and then you have to save it for the moment and refresh it. Sorry, maybe it takes some while. Yeah, right here. You can see if I didn't do any filter, it will show all the vaults right here. But if we show, if I want, for most of the case, if you didn't know the name of the vault, but you know the contract address, you just can put the vault address here. Yeah, it has the same result of what I did just now using the vault name. Okay, let me remove something not relevant. Okay, so this is how to do to make all the charts all together on the dashboard and use the filter function to do the global filtering to make all the chart filter and shows the results all together. And remember to save this and to do refresh, and then it will happen when you refresh it. Okay. All right. So this is how we make charts. So one last thing. Yeah, how. And actually, you can explore more by using Footprint, not only as an analytic tool, but the on-chain data. You can see from the data overview right here, we have covered supported 70 chains and from different domains like the GameFi, DeFi, and NFT. And you can also check the data dictionary to see which this is under each domain. What we have the data set, and each data set you can click into it to see the explanation to each field and how long we cover. Yeah. Okay. So we have more thing for you to get to know. Like we have some docs to showing how from the beginning or get started, and we have community link and everything here. You can find on our docs. And if you want to know more tutorials, you can click our YouTube channel to see what we have recorded just before. Yeah, we have different tutorials showed right here on our YouTube channel. Okay, so it's not that difficult. So just have a try to use Footprint to create anything data you are interested and create your own chart and dashboard. Okay, I guess I finished my presentation tonight. Tonight, yeah. So here is the questions time. Okay.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Zoni. That was, you made that look easy. I know that it's not. So I guess real quick, do you have a link to the demo that you showed? I know there's a lot of educational resources on Footprint, but could you share your presentation? Because I think that's it's a really good step-by-step.
Yeah, I will show that later on the Discord. Yeah,
Okay.
the link is open to all. Yeah.
Gotcha. Great. Yeah, because I think it's really helpful to see how you can kind of the different approaches, right? Like there's the 4 different approaches you can do to querying and building out different visualizations. So Super cool stuff. The other question I had was about your data recency. How, and maybe this is a question for you or Alex, but how frequently is your data refreshed? And does that vary between chain?
I can answer the question of the options, but Alex may answer all the question of all other domain. For the option itself, because you can see the tenor, which means how long of the each epoch. It's like 7 or 14 days. It's not like the token, you have to 5 minutes, or like the dailies that they need to refresh on daily basis. So for the options data, we may refresh like on 1 week to get the latest data. Yeah, but from other data, you can check the data here. The data dictionary we show different table shows how our latency. Yeah, maybe Alex can help me to answer the questions.
Yeah, absolutely. So right now our data refreshes daily pretty much for all of our chains. But we're working really hard here. In Q3, by the end of Q3, we'll have 3-hour latency. And then hopefully by the end of Q4, it should be as close to real time as we can really get it. So if you follow along with us in the pipeline here, we should have our data refreshing quite frequently and a lot more sooner for you guys. I mean, obviously, as analysts, it's nice to have your data as refreshed as soon to real time as possible. So don't worry about that. We're working hard at Footprint to get you that real time data.
Awesome. That's really good to know. Yeah, and I think like those sorts of latencies I think are pretty common throughout the space. So yeah, no big deal. And then the other question I had, and then we can turn it over to the community, is around like what are some of the newer chains that you're planning to add in the future?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, so on just some of the chains we're talking to right now, we're in talks with maybe Clayton. I'm talking to Cube Network. Just those are two. Pretty much as many chains as we can. It just really depends on the amount of work it needs to be done to get it done. Like for example, Solana. We're working hard on Solana right now, but I don't know if you guys have ever tried to parse Solana. It's a pretty difficult little chain to, or I wouldn't even call it little. There's a lot of information on that chain to go through and stuff like that. So we should have Solana fully parsed for you guys coming up here, as well as any other chains on the pipeline that are coming up. I don't have examples of what chains are going to be coming up in the future, but stay tuned and we'll announce them as they're coming through. We always like to add more chains. As you can see, we have 17, which is quite a lot compared to other analytic platforms as well. So yeah, just keep your eyes out, and we should have more chains coming soon. Especially keep your eyes out for Solana. If you guys want to do that NFT tracking data, let us know, or keep your eyes out because it will be done soon.
Awesome. Yeah, I know that Solana NFT data is always in high demand, so we'll be looking forward to that. So I guess if there's anyone else, feel free to chime in or post your question in chat, and we can spend a few more minutes going through it.
Yeah, feel free, you guys. I'll be happy to answer any questions you might have about Footprint.
Yeah, I guess the concept of the option maybe is a little bit difficult for people maybe not if it's the first time for them to know. So I put the link here. Is a very good explanation on the option, the traditional options in the financial world, but how to understand the decentralized option here. It also gives a really clear explanation. Today, because my topic is not about that, so I just give the most important, the DOV right here. Yeah.
Yeah, and I will put this link to this tweet in the workshop channel for you guys, as well as all of our other resources we mentioned today. I will link them all in our in the workshops channel for you. Okay.
Yeah. Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Looks like there aren't any questions in chat. So if that's it, we can give you some time back on your day.
Well, like you guys are really stealing it from us in the first place. It's a pleasure being here for real. Love MetricsDAO. Love you guys. You guys are awesome. Love the analysts in this community. You guys are really great, and I really appreciate you guys giving us this platform as well to, share footprint. Right, it's something that, and hopefully you guys are quite liking what we got going on as well. So, looks like we never mind. So yeah, thank you guys again for joining, and I'll stick around for another 5 more minutes, or a couple more minutes, and answer any questions if you guys like. I'll stick around.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining. And if any questions, you can raise right here in MetricsDAO, or try to use Blueprint, because it's we not only have not a tool but data. You can just play around with that. Okay.
Thanks,
Thank
Zoni.
you. Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much.
See you. Goodbye.
Thanks, Oni.